Hello everyone, welcome back to Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Ooh boy, it's been a while since I've actually played this, so hopefully I remember exactly what I have done and what I was doing. Um... Huh. Really? So I guess if you don't give it to her in that small time period, you still actually have the beginning parts of the final day to give it to her. That's something I didn't know. Never actually did it on the final day, so I guess all that craziness that was happening previously, when it came to coming back and doing this thing with Crimea, really wasn't that important to do it as hodgepodge of a mess as it was. I forget who sits there. Not exactly sure. Oh, you know what? I think I know who. Yeah, I think I know who goes there. Let's see. Question is, do I want to take on the temple at this point? And I honestly don't think I want to do that. Because there's a whole... There's a lot to do after you get the temple finished. And I would rather do that all in one go. Oh yeah, but I do have to go in for the Don Garo bet. Okay. Well... I somehow remember that off the top of my head. Alright. So, essentially... Oh, is... Okay. It's in front of her. Oh, no! I'm playing the wrong song! Okay, so never mind. Me. Oh, this is gonna be a long recording. No, it's... No. There we go. That was something else. I guess if anything, what we can do is come back in the next cycle and get everything. As much as I don't want to do that. But we do have to get back we do have to get back to Clocktown by the afternoon to get the stuff for Cafe's mother from... And actually not just see Cafe sitting there, so... Well, actually, yeah. Because we need to get there before 6 o'clock. Because everything's going to go completely crazy by then. So, hopefully we can get that done. I slept quite well. I just realized when I opened my eyes, the passing of days is quite quick, isn't it, Lulu? Yes, Lulu. It's nothing to be surprised at. Although my eyes were closed in sleep, I still see everything that occurs in this ocean. Seems Lulu is confused. Regrettably, there is no time for idle conversation. Now then, proud Zora warrior. The open seas of Great Bay have need of your might. Quickly, climb on my back. Alright. I will say this. I actually... just because it's a sea turtle doing this, I've actually been to the beach when the sea turtles have hatched out of their eggs. And it was like almost pitch black outside, and you weren't supposed to use any sort of lighting because I guess it was going to discourage them from going, I don't know exactly. It's been a good while, but it was actually cool seeing that. And, yeah, despite not having the eggs, they thought they could get through that. It's like someone driving their car into a tornado thinking it's going to be alright. But it's like a Category 4 or Category 5 and the car gets picked up and thrown. Yeah. Alright. So this is Great Bay Temple. My least favorite dungeon. First, since there are 4 torches that need to be lit, you want to light all 4 of them to unlock this chest, which will give us our first stray fairy. Yeah, if you aren't careful, you're going to immediately miss it. Now, this is considered the entrance to the dungeon, so if you play the Song of Soaring, you'll come back here. To actually get out, you have to get back on top of his back. So, it's a bit of a doozy. And this is the first major room in the dungeon. We'll see this in a good bit. Whoa! That's a huge water wheel! I don't know why Tattle just suddenly sounded like that, but she did. Alright, we want to become a Zora, and then dive, because right under here, we have our second stray fairy. We want to come actually over this way, and we have this switch here. This one doesn't matter really if you push or pull it. It'll go one way specifically, and then the switch will disappear. I know in the 3DS version you have to push it a specific direction, but I don't think that's the case in this one. To my knowledge, that's what's going on. This one, you can push it, and essentially what this is going to do, it's only a 90-degree push, and it will turn on or off the water pump. We do need it to be on for us to continue to go through this, so I'm just going to turn it back on. Eventually we're going to have to turn this off, but that's not until later. And it will start it up again. And as you can kind of tell, we're going to need to turn it off because we're turning that red one on. I don't need that. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. Because we're going to need to get rid of one of those spiders. And it's going to have a fairy. So getting rid of it over here makes... well, if my aiming was a lot better, that would be fantastic. Alright, and I don't need any surprise visits from that guy. Ooh. Yeah, apparently you can have water act as a platform to get across here. And eventually we're going to turn that on, which is going to turn on that. But it's, as you can see, there's nothing happening. You can see water's flowing through that, but not this one, so we got to get water to it. It's going to be a little bit before we can do that, though. I get it. That huge water wheel is powering this thing. Yes, so... this thing is always turning. We do want to... come over to this, open this up, get our 4th stray fairy, and we want to dive to the bottom. I want to do this before I forget, but this can get a bit annoying. There's a fairy in this pot. There we go. I thought I was going to have to go all the way up and put on my mask, but... Alright. There we go. Nice. There we go. And there's a bunch of these dead fish in this. It's really annoying, to be honest. What is those things' name? I forget. Skullfish. Okay, it's nothing too crazy. Not like the desk barrow. But in this chest here, we have ourselves, I believe it's the dungeon map. Yep. And now we have the entire map for this dungeon. That's that. And we find ourselves our 6th stray fairy. And we can't get over there quite yet, but we will eventually. I'm just saying, and this is my personal opinion, this dungeon makes me actually like Ocarina of Time's water dungeon. The water temple. I absolutely don't like this dungeon. It's... I don't know. I just don't have a fondness for it at all. But... It's not a... Design-wise, it's good. It's just, I don't like it. There's other games that have done the water temple, and then it was so much better than this one. Oh, we actually end up standing on top of this. Nice. There we go. We got our 7th stray fairy. Well, that's good. And go inside. Oh yeah, if you hop on top of these guys when there's the Deku Baba on it, you get flipped over, and they attack you at the same time too. All right. Hey, you were supposed to be dead. How could you hurt me? And you do want to get this because it has the small key. And yeah. There we go. We got that Banchu dealt with. And we do want to get this up here because this is going to be our compass. It's weird that they have the compass and the dungeon map so close together as far as when you reach it. It's a bit odd. But I'm not going to complain. And what you want to do is aim for that pot. You technically can get it on your way back through, but it is a lot bigger of a problem. Nothing else we can do right here, so we'll go ahead and just finish that. Alright, alright. Let's head on through. Get rid of you. Come on. And you're done. Don't need you being a problem. Yeah, if you don't get the... if you don't get the key, you have to head back and get it, which is a bit of a pain. But in here, kind of saw it when I switched masks, is this thing. This is Wart, the mini-boss of this dungeon. Yeah, we're already at the mini-boss, which is insane. But the idea is you gotta get rid of the bubbles because they protect him. And just doing spin attacks, getting them off of him, and then attacking those bubbles. They get rid of it permanently, so it's not a bad idea to do this, at least for a little bit. Then having some fire arrows isn't a bad idea to do some extra damage. Because the residual fire will actually get rid of the some of the bubbles. And of course they do some extra damage as well. Alright. And this will ensue phase 2 of this mini-boss. And there's a couple ways you could get rid of the bubbles here. I'm kind of just using normal Link, but another way that could be just as quick is just using Deku Link to run around, because you're able to run around as you do your spin attack. Come on. What? Wait, what? That's weird. I was hearing the sound effects from something. I guess it was him running across the water. But yes, we get ourselves the ice arrows, which is something that could very much be of help. Thankfully, they give you a magic supply in this room and outside in case you do need it. Good grief. And we actually already need the ice arrows, so let's go get ahead and grab it. Just go ahead and swim. What? If you could somehow step on the top of that Octorok, I bet you'd be able to climb onto that central pillar. The Octorok is so squishy, it keeps squirming around. There's gotta be something you can do. Well, what do you know? You can freeze the Octorok. Now, I don't know how... When I originally played this game, I don't know how long it took for me to realize you could do that. I remember it taking me a hot moment because I never listened to Tattle because of, well, Navi being Navi. From Ocarina of Time, or Navi, or however you pronounce her name. Doesn't matter. But, yeah, I didn't ever think about it. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I was thinking I could swim out that way. But I'm good. And we're spat out in this central room. And now we actually have a way to get... Almost. We're getting a way to actually get up to that moment where the red will be able to go through all that. We also have ourselves the ice arrows. So what I'm going to do here is freeze that waterfall. Not really a waterfall, it's just kind of the excess water coming from the top. It's whatever. I don't remember if I need the... Yeah, this is where I turn on the green. And this is where the Desk Barrow in the water temple is. So the last thing you actually want to do is get in the water. Unless you deal with it. They want you to do a hop, skip, and a jump all the way over here. I don't see the point. And here's the thing, they give you bombs, they give you arrows. Excuse me. And rupees. Alright. So there's actually that platform over there that we need to get to, and we actually also need to get on top because that's where a ferry is. So, ice arrows in this game, they freeze the water, which is really nice, but not always, as you could see. And they don't last forever either, which I understand, but it's a bit crazy. That they last such a short time period. Especially when they want you to do this. If you do choose to wear the bunny hood through a lot of this dungeon, don't do it while you're making these, just simply because of the fact that it really does not do a good job of helping you at all through that. Open the chest, and there's our 9th stray fairy, which is really good. It is 12. Alright. Not quite yet, but we're getting there. But we do have a good bit of the dungeon already done, so... Oh, yeah, so we actually do need to go into this room now. Well, back into this room. And like how I said earlier about getting through to that side, well, we need to go in that room. And now we have a way to get across. One thing I will say that I don't like about the 3DS version is they made it to where you have to do specific areas to freeze it. you can't just freeze whatever part of the water. I honestly think that's incredibly dumb. You should be able to just freeze whatever water, in my opinion. You can push this, but I'd much rather just freeze them in the right spot. Get rid of you. Oh. I guess you do have to push them certain directions. They just don't let you push them. Alright. There's that. There we go. I was wanting some magic. Okay, yeah, so... I was thinking yeah, we do have to go this way. So, we want to come back to this area. And this is also part of the reason why I don't like it, is it makes you go through a certain way to get to the ice arrows, then come back through it to then get the stuff that you missed because of you not being able to get to it previously. I just think that's incredibly dumb. And as you can see, you can only have one of the forms of arrows out. And why they put an ice block there is beyond me. I mean, sure, whatever, but... It makes no sense. And this is where the gecko in this dungeon is. But instead of a turtle, we've got this stuff. And once you hit him, he hides up in the bubble. Okay. Yeah, don't get caught in that because you'll immediately get essentially caught up and punched by a kung fu frog or something to that effect. I don't know. Frog fu? I don't know. Who knows? It's got a little bit of a stretch out like that. If you're caught up at all, even just by the smallest bit, okay, you can actually get hurt by that. Alright. I'm not letting him, but essentially if you let this guy do it, he will toss the goo stuff at you. And there we go. He's dealt with. And like previously... Oh my gosh, get out of the way. Oh, Dangero, it has been so long. What has brought you all this way? Could it be? Has spring come to the mountains? That look, it is true. Winter was so long I began to lose all hope. I understand. I shall head for the mountains immediately. That is the last frog, so we don't have to worry about that. And yeah, we're only halfway through the dungeon. We've already got the boss key. There we go. You can hookshot your way out there. You can jump. It doesn't really matter. But the big thing is getting out. We gotta get out of this room. And once we're out, As you can see, all the green, yellow, and then the red pipe heading out to the main room where the water wheel is now has all of it. Alright, you want to be like that game? You want to be like that? Fine. I'll just climb this ladder. Oh, almost jumped off. You want to hookshot this, because there's no other way to get there. And let's turn on this water pump. Now, if you have both of them on, it's effectively like having them both off. So it just turns everything off to turns the water wheel off anyway. And to turn it back on, we just turn off the yellow one like we did earlier. There we go. And everything is now in reverse. So everything that was happening is now happening in reverse. Pretty simple. Oh, I almost jumped, and that would have been bad. Especially when that was happening. Head out back to the main room of the dungeon, and you can see the water wheel turning backwards. Alright. So what we want to do is head from the top entrance. Ooh, I almost got caught by that. This room itself has quite a, I think 2 fairies? At least 2 fairies. So, we're gonna need quite a bit of a maneuvering capability here. I usually wait till I'm at the top so I don't have to worry about it too much. I'm gonna freeze that water wheel. Well, the water. Stopping the water wheel. Jump up on this. And carefully... Ooh. Make your way over to this side. You'll see a chest right there. And inside is our fairy. Now, as you can see, that's where the other chest is with the fairy. And can we reach it? The answer is yes. So now we have 11, which is very good. This is another reason why I don't like this dungeon here. You have to keep switching between fire and ice arrows. Now, in the 3DS version, you can have both of them selected on whatever buttons you're using. So it makes this part a little less annoying. But the fact that you have to keep turning on and off the stuff, while it's a cool mechanic in some aspects, it can be somewhat frustrating. Especially if you haven't played this before and it's like, okay, when do I turn this on? When do I turn it off? I remember running out of magic a lot in this dungeon because of that. Alright. Head in through here. And now, you want to head down in here. This is a really sneaky place to put a fairy, but It's in that barrel down there. And the only way to open it is by swimming into it at full speed. So if you are doing the 3DS version of this game, that's a lot harder to do because you gotta swim and also use your special to get that. I've gone through that and missed it a multitude of times, and it's a giant pain to deal with. Alright. We're gonna need fire arrows in this room. We're not gonna do that yet, but we are gonna do this side. Because we need to turn on that switch on the green platform up there. And these are seesaws that are weighed down by water. Now, if you didn't use the water and just stand on it, it'll do the same thing. But it's pretty much cut and dry like that. Not a whole lot happening. Want to pull this switch to turn on the green, but we're not done yet there. This is going to be really stupid. Well, I guess not if the guy's not coming this way. But I don't want to go out there. Yeah. You can hookshot them, but it brings it to you, which is a bit of a crazy thing because it's never known to do that with any other enemy. But it does that with the Bombchu. You want to climb up and drop down. And this is where the second stray fairy of this room is. I've gone through the whole dungeon before and forgot about this fairy, so having to come back through it was a bit annoying. What? I don't like it. Okay, they give you an infinite spawning magic, but why does it have to be a choo-choo? Seriously. Ugh. The most bizarre... well, it's not the most bizarre, but one of the most bizarre creatures in this game is that, so... Now we get spit out in the big room again, and last room in the dungeon... Oh, yeah... I see that time. That's not good. We're not going to be able to fight the boss this time. Unless we want to sacrifice doing a side quest. I mean, we're going to have to do a side quest all over again anyway. But I'm going to do at least part of... Yeah, because I wanted to dedicate a whole cycle to it. Ugh. Okay, there we go. We got all the strife areas. Yay. Well, this isn't the 3DS version of this boss fight, so... Actually, no. I'm gonna have to make an executive decision on this. Darn. Yeah. Get that dealt with, at least. I do have the... No, I don't have that mask. Okay. let's get out. I actually don't know if I'll be able to make it to that other part of the quest, so you know what? We'll just roll with it. Let's go back to Clocktown, because the thing is, I think as soon as it hits evening, or the night of the final day, I don't think we're going to be able to get that last bit of that quest done, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, no, it's not there. Where's the bunny hood? Come on, let's head to the laundry pool. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish Anju Cafe's quest this time around. I'm just not gonna be able to. Huh? You the green hat kid? I got a message from Cafe. Now, Cafe, I've known him since he was real little. But when he showed up looking all young in that little brat body, I didn't know what I was seeing. All it took is one glance at that Keaton mask he was carrying me for me to realize I was looking at my old friend. I gave him that mask a long time ago when he was just a little Cafe. Didn't know he kept it that well for so long. I'm not sure why, but I want to give this to you. We got ourselves the Keaton mask. This is Cafe's mask of memories. Accepting this keepsake doesn't make much sense to you, but you should take it anyway. Now, Cafe, he says he wants you to take this to his mother. Express mail to Mama. This is priority mail, so hurry up to deliver it. A customer came to my shop last night. Now, Cafe sees him, and Cafe's color changes and goes running after the guy. The guy's a regular. A greedy thief named Seikon. And I think he's from Ikana Village. The man for the curiosity shop was added to your notebook. He was the person I was trying to figure out who was the last one that needed to be added. You listened to his memories. This was added to your notebook. You were asked to deliver priority mail. This was also added to your notebook. Now, there's a couple ways this can happen. We're not going to be able to make it because we just don't have the time to get there. Because the time that would take me to reach there, it would be way past the deadline to get to help Cafe out. But that's the last part of the Anju and Cafe quest, is to help him out with Seikon. But we can't quite do that because we just don't have quick access to there yet. That being said, I do want to see if I can head in here real quick. I may not be able to till later, but we'll see. Oh no, I can do it. Is she here? No, that doesn't look like it. There's actually nobody in here. Wow. I'm actually great. I'm actually surprised. I've never been in here when there's nobody in here. So, can I get up? No. All right. Can't get up on the chairs. Caught that mid. Caught that right in the middle of a dingin'. Or is it dot? I don't know. Oh, we can't speed up time in here. Alright. But, there's two ways you can do this bit, which is why I knew I was going to have to redo this part as well. One of them is what we're going to be doing right now. We're going to be giving the letter to her ourselves. And then there's another way to do it, and obviously that involves the postman. But we're going to do that at a different point. And then the next cycle we actually do this quest on. And it is the night of the final day. Okay. Much lower tone, too. We want to talk to her. Oh, dear. You're the one searching for Cafe. How's it? Have you found him? Here's the letter. Oh, dear. Priority mail. It's from Cafe, correct? Correct? Wonderful. You really are an expert. Yes, yes. I'm sorry. My thanks. Yes, yes. It is your job, after all. She gives us a bottle of Chateau Romani for that. And it, like I was mentioning earlier, it gives you a lot of magic stamina through everything. You delivered a son's sentiment to his mother. It was added to your notebook. I'm sorry. At this point in time, I can only give you something like this. Actually, I wanted to give this to you sooner. Really? But it's also a whole new bottle. So, if at some point you wanted to go through this part of the quest at least, that's what I was trying to do before I headed to Great Bay, is to get this bottle. But I screwed it up and Cafe was still at the laundry pool. But having the extra bottle you get from that makes going through the area of getting all the eggs a lot nicer. That being said, might as well go ahead and drink it. I mean, we're going to be going into a boss fight in the final moments of this night. But we're going to do, actually, a couple of other things real quick before we head into that boss fight. First is we're going to go to a mountain village. We do have Dongero and his... Well, we're going to be the frog choir, essentially. Then we're going to go drop the fairies off, since we're already out and about. And then we'll take care of the boss. So, as you can see, all the frogs are there. I have been waiting for you, Dongero. Forgive me if I am mistaken, but it looks like you've lost a little weight. As you can see, Dongero, the long winter has ended and spring has finally come to these mountains. Let us begin our course. The conducting was spectacular, and all of our members rose to the occasion. This is how deeply we are moved by a spectacular conducting. We got ourselves another heart piece. Let us do it again sometime. Now, if you aren't able to gather, if you do this as soon as you are able to, and you don't have all the frogs, he'll be like, huh, not everyone's here. I wonder what's going on. So gives you an idea, oh, there's more members. But yeah, they'll continue to do that till the end. Now, we also want to go to, Zora Kate. And I think we're going to have to go through Zora Hall and leave, if I remember correctly. I don't think we can come through this way. Yeah, no. Only in the 3DS version does it let you do that. Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. We'll try it. But you want to head... Oh, no, you can head out this way. Alright, cool. You see these little islands with trees on it? Yeah, we want to be island hopping, essentially, by doing that. There we go. Oh, that was close. You know what? Just go ahead and drink the milk. Yeah, the glowing blue magic bar shows that we have infinite magic now. Alright. Keep on just hookshotting to these different trees, and we're gonna jump to that last island from this platform. And there we go. We do have some bombs here, so go ahead and deal with those. And there we go. We are back at the fairy fountain. That was incredibly easy to get compared to Snowheads. Oh boy. Oh, courageous one, I am the great fairy of courage. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I shall lend you my strength. And she gives us white outlined hearts. Which, it's this game's version of getting a colored tunic compared to like the older games of the series that you get like a blue tunic and a red tunic. Well, this, you get your defense strengthened. Now they do half as much damage. Link's waving. But yeah. We now essentially have double hearts. As a lot of people call it. It's just you get better defense. Alright, we're gonna head back to this area here, because we got a boss to beat up. I don't think there's actually anything else for us to do this cycle. Nothing, like, super major. Oh, she's not there. You know, I've never come out of Great Bay and done this stuff when it's this late, so I'm wondering where she is. Why did I put that on? Good grief. I actually want to see. Zora Hall. Oh, no, she's not there. She's there if you defeat the boss, but... Is she in here? Shut up, I'm busy right now! Oh, Mikau, you caught me! Lulu's been looking kind of weird lately. I was worried. This is not like I was spying on her or anything. I'm not some kind of weirdo or some sort of slimy fish or anything. Yeah. I just remembered I got somewhere to be. What time is it? Yeah, I have to be there. Like, now? See ya! And he bolts. Yeah, he's being total creep. Actually, yeah, Lulu's not in here either. So I have no idea where Lulu is. And he comes back. Like, really, dude? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where Lulu ends up after you go. It might be a third day thing, but I don't know. At any rate, let's head back into the temple. And yeah, I did notice that heart piece. The thing is, we're not going to be able to reach it right now. Because that requires a title deed, which we do not have. But if you do want to get a blue potion, he sells Zora's the blue potion. I forget how much, but it's a blue potion, so it's going to be a little bit expensive. That being said, okay, it kept which one I had on, which is good. I needed that. Now we can finish this dungeon. We won't be able to do anything, really, afterward. We'll have to come back and fight the boss again. So, who knows? Alright. Let's head in this room that we were in for a very brief time. Alright, and let's turn this guy on. There we go. We have completed the dungeon, somewhat. We just have the boss. Now, this is a bit of an odd boss. Actually, you know what? Arrows is the only thing we... ice arrows aren't going to work in this. This boss is also... It's about as exciting as Goat when you fight it. Not really. I will say, the bosses in this game are very much in the lackluster department. And I think they did a much better job of this boss in the 3DS version. They made it a lot better. But here is the boss of Great Bay. Gjorg, I think is pronounced that way. I'm not entirely sure. But essentially... Oh. Somehow I did that. Don't know how I pulled that off, but... yeah, that's pretty much the extent of this boss fight. Aim for Gjorg. Turn into Zora Link. And then electroshock him. You can get him without stunning him, but it's a lot more of a pain. And it just, I don't know. It's not very exciting of a boss fight. And then he somehow spits babies out of his mouth, which is strange within itself. But if you stay in the water too long, as you can see, he eats you, which is a bit of a... It can be actually pretty ridiculous if you can't get out. Which, I've had him grab me while I was trying to get out before, and that was a pain. Where is he? Oh. Yeah, if you wait too long, he'll bash the platform and knock you off. There we go. And if you're not quick enough to get back out, he'll eat you. It's a lot of doing things for not that much going on. You're switching to the Zora mask quite a bit, and you're using arrows to stun him. It's a meh fight. So you get a lackluster boss to finish up my least favorite dungeon in the game. It's weird. to say the least. I've never really cared for it all that much. There we go, we got ourselves a heart container. And we got ourselves Georg's remains. You have freed an innocent spirit that this dark mask has kept imprisoned in the body of the evil Georg. But yeah, the 3DS version does a lot better of a job with that fight. There's actually stage 1 and stage 2. Essentially, the stage 2 is he lets babies out of his mouth, and this one was just that's a weird sentence right there. So, hey, listen, we want you to lend us your power. If you just leave things as they are, something terrible will happen to this world. Surely you're the only ones who can stop it. That's what Tail was trying to tell us. Help our friend. I get it. We have to help the last one. Then promise us you'll cooperate with us. Well, we're not going to really see much of anything after this, but we'll kind of do this cutscene bit. Now I can continue resting in peace. I too must abide by the laws of ancient times, and again merely watch for my deep slumber. But the evil that haunts this land has not been completely vanquished. Link, I shall depart after enjoying Lulu's voice a bit longer. I think the gods can permit that. We head back inside. And the band's there! We'll do this one little thing about this area. Macau, you came back safely. That's good. I was surprised when my voice turned that lonely island into a turtle. But that song you played for me, my mother used to sing it often, long ago. Those eggs were laid to remind me of that. That song was from when I was a very young child, so I had forgotten it. I've put you through some horrible experiences, Macau, but I'm all better now. Well, the town's concert is very soon. Let's start our rehearsal. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And with that, we're all ready. I can't wait for the town's concert. Did anyone tell them that it's canceled? I guess being able to sing is a wonderful thing after all. Hey, Macau. That song Evan wrote sounds just like the one we played at our jam session, doesn't it? It's because it is, dude. He stole it. I'm glad I got this new song done for the time in the concert. You did great, Macau. And even without any practice, you really are a musical genius. I've written a good song, so just be patient. We kept you waiting just a little longer, and we'll play a hot sound for you. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lulu. Please come to our concert in town. If you want an autograph, I'll give you one after our rehearsal. You guys already had it. Alright, well anyway. We're done here. We're not gonna restart time yet. I've got some money to deposit. And there was actually one other thing I wanted to show. I'm trying to think real quick about what I could do. We still got some time left through this cycle. So what I want to do, first of all, is deposit my money. You haven't evacuated yet? You're amazing, little guy. Oh, hold on. Nothing really. What's this? You need something on a day like this? Okay. Excuse me, let me take a look at you. Ah, yes, Link. If I remember, you have 1044. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna make a deposit. And we doing an all 60. Seriously? That's a lot! A lot! A lot! Alright, little guy, I've got 1104 rupees from you. Come back and save up a bunch. Yeah, we have to save up a bunch of money for him to actually do anything. Alright. Let's head out. And it's been a while since we played this song. Hey, Epona! Wanna come hang out? We're gonna need the Gyro's mask, and we're gonna need the hookshot. This will make this next part for this next cycle a lot easier. Because it's gonna allow us to head to the next area a lot quicker and not have to keep using Epona for it. Not that I don't like Epona. I like Epona. It's just getting to these areas that you need to get to without her is a bit of a pain. Well, needing to get into the areas with her is a bit of a pain, so having to hop over these crazy partitions, so like I was saying, having to jump over them is a pain. So oh, come on. Especially in this area, having the statue is extremely useful. Alright. That's a nice mask you're wearing. That's the mask of the leader of the ninjas who once spied on the hilltop castle with the blood-stained history. With that, you may be able to call out to their spirits even now they are still wandering. Perhaps you may be able to save the souls that wander beyond here. And Crazy One fades, and we now have access to the final area. Let's just head on through here. I'm actually curious. Is this actually going to be a thing? Or is it too late? I don't know. Ikana Canyon. There's quite a bit going on. Well, quite a bit of nothing going on, but regardless, for Cafe's quest, you actually want to head this way. And it's going to be in here. Yeah, you can't do it. So, yeah, you have a small time frame to come in here, and I just wouldn't have really been able to do it. Thanks for stopping by. I do business here in this canyon. You should give up going to that far side of the canyon. That place is cursed. If you don't have anything that drives away demons, they'll catch you. Rumor has it, demons aren't afraid unless they see something that looks the same as themselves. Don't you need any blue potions, correct? In case you get cursed. One drink is 100 rupees. Oh, he's the one that sells the blue potions. Alright. No, I don't know. Oh, really? You'll be cursed. It's called cursed by the people in this, but the status is jinxed. Essentially what that does is you can't use your sword. And hop on the Octoroks. Yeah, they really make sure you have what the previous dungeon, and well, just the previous area needs you to get on top of other stuff. So it's a bit of a doozy to make sure you have everything if you try to come here early. You don't have to, but you can. But this is where the owl statue is. It's in the most annoying place ever. But you do warp up here, which makes it a lot easier to get there, rather than having to go through that rigmarole that we had to get through to get to this point. We're not going to do anything here, because there's no point. Not to do it yet, anyway. What does he have going on the final part of this day? Let's find out, I guess. Because there is genuinely only one other thing I want to show in this cycle. And that has to do with waiting till midnight. So let's see if we can't find out what's going on with our Curiosity Shop man. Is he still over there, or is he in his shop? I think he would be in his shop at this point. Let's check the shop first. Oh no, this isn't. This is the regular shop. Oh, they cleared out inventory. Alright. Good to know that. Yo. Come in. Yeah. Gotta look around. I'm doing a special sale. Check it out. Tonight's special bargain was just stolen. Just came in seconds ago. This is really hot. I kid you not. Actually, it's something sold over at the bomb shop, but a thief stole it Sold it to me. Gosh, I can't talk. It's a bomb bag. Check it out. Buy it. Yeah. This is the bomb bag that he stole from the old lady. This is just between us, but this is actually the bomb shop's. This is the big bomb bag. It's weird. Actually, I don't know if that's the big bomb bag. It might just be a regular one, and he's overcharging the heck out of you for it. But yeah. That's what happens. You can technically... Well, actually you can't buy it because the normal wallet is 99 rupees. If you work hard enough, you can actually get the 200 wallet and I guess buy it before the first 3 days ends. But I don't typically see the point, because you're gonna naturally get that amount of money to get you're gonna get enough money anyway to get the bigger bomb bag if you help out the old lady. Before you even head to Woodfall, you can get the bigger bomb bag. So I don't see the point of actually buying the stolen bomb bag for more money. But it's there, I guess. But anything Takuri steals, it's also going to be brought there. So if you lose your wallet, not your wallet, lose your sword, your shield, any bottles, he'll be selling it back. Alright. We've got 1,200 rupees there. And my headphones just died on me. Alright. Well, I don't have anything too important as far as sound going on right now, so I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to look for my cable after I get this cycle finished. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna head up here and we're just gonna wait out the time period till midnight. There's the cable. Let's just get this thing plugged up real quick. I'm not gonna be able to listen to anything out of it for right now because headphones are dead, but okay, they're charging. That's good. I will say though, completely off topic, I got this cushion for my desk chair because the cushion on the chair just is completely gone pretty much. And it's actually really nice. It's one that has memory foam. And it makes it a lot nicer to sit down for extended periods of time. Certainly helps out my back, that's for sure. So I could probably actually stream for the long hours, like that one time when I streamed like almost 5 hours of this game. I could probably do that again and not have a problem. Last time I did have a problem because my back was just giving me so much of a problem. It was ridiculous. Alright. Make sure you want to... I want to show this off because I've never seen anyone actually show this. And oh, get away from the skull kid, you'll be hit. That's actually him. Swamp, ocean, mountain, ocean, canyon, the four, they're there, bring them here. Gets hit. Don't speak out of line. I've had enough. You hit my brother over and over. I'll never forgive you. Well, whatever. Even if they were to come, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If something like that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. Yeah, that's a text that isn't shown unless you have... unless you don't have all the Guardians freed. I believe it's quite a bit different when the fourth one shows up. We'll see. But that's one. But if you try to hit him, it just does nothing. But if we play the Oath to Order, which is this one, right down A, down right up. What will happen is this. Hearing the giants cry. And Skull Kid freaks. Now, this cutscene will be as long or as short, depending on how many dungeons you've cleared. If you just clear the first dungeon, you'll only see him appear. If you only clear the second dungeon, up to the second dungeon, you'll see this happen. But we've cleared up to the third. I don't know why his foot doesn't go further down, but you know what? Whatever. Just completely destroys that fountain right there. But there's nothing that shows up there. Because, well, we haven't saved him yet. And they do what they can to stop it. That's no good. It's not stopping. It's hopeless. And it shortens it to 1 minute. It's shorter depending on how many you've saved. If you've only saved one, I believe it's like 10 seconds or something like that. It's extremely short. But yeah. There you go. I've never seen anyone ever show this, so that's why I wanted to show it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yes, we are going to return to the dawn of the first day. We're going to do a couple of things, and then we'll call it for this little recording slash stream. It's not really streaming, but... Dawn of the first day. Back to 72 hours. The quickest way to the canyon is through the east gate. Yeah, but we're not doing that. We've got some masks to show him. I don't remember all the ones that we showed, so... I know we didn't show this. That mask? It is the mask of sense, isn't it? You've done well to get that mask. Looking at its condition, I can tell that the previous owner was neat and tidy. Unfortunately, that's not the mask I'm looking for. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. That mask? That's the mask of truth, isn't it? You have a frightful mask, but being able to see into people's hearts and minds seems useful. Unfortunately, that's not the mask I'm looking for. Keep up the pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. That mask? That's the stone mask, isn't it? That's a fine mask. It is filled with an appreciation for things that go unnoticed. You have done some good work. Keep up that pace. I am counting on you to get my mask. Oh. I need to take off the stone mask. That mask? That's Dongaro's mask, isn't it? That mask has a very operatic feel about it. Unfortunately, that's not the mask I'm looking for. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. That mask? That's the Blast mask, isn't it? That's a fine mask. It is filled with feelings of gratitude. You have done some good work. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. Why, that's the bunny hood, isn't it? That's a fine thing. It is filled with kindness towards animals. You have done some good work. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. We did show that one. We haven't shown these. That mask? That's the Garo's mask, isn't it? If you have that mask, you must be one with quite a bit of courage. Unfortunately, that's not the mask I was looking for. Well, I am looking for. Keep up that pace. I am counting on you to get my mask. That mask? That's the captain's mask, isn't it? Is a splendid thing. It earns the respect and sworn allegiance to legions of soldiers. Unfortunately, that's not the mask I'm looking for. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. That mask? That's the circus leader's mask, isn't it? That's a fine mask. It is filled with the feelings of tenderness left behind in the back of one's heart. You have done some good work. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. You know, looking at it this way, the circus leader's mask is like twice as big as Link's face. That's insane. That is a huge mask. That mask? That's the Bremen mask, isn't it? If you have that, then it would appear that you have the qualities of a leader. Unfortunately, that's not the mask I am looking for. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. That mask? That's Romania's mask, isn't it? That is a nice mask. It is the sentimental item that it exudes a lot of maturity. You have done some good work. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. That mask? That's the Keep mask, isn't it? Carries a lot of nostalgia. It was popular with children long ago. Unfortunately, that's not the mask I'm looking for. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. I think I've shown this one. Kamara's mask. That is a fine mask. It is filled with joy of a teacher has in finding a good student. You have done some good work. Keep up that pace. I'm counting on you to get my mask. So there's that. I did want to show those because we did gain like I think from this cycle alone, we went from just a few masks, because we had Kafei's mask, we had Great Fairy's. I think we did show the Mask of Sense before, and Kamaro's mask, to having all the other ones too. So we did quite a bit in between. So, yeah. From talking to him last time, because I was checking the other file that I have that I copy over just in case something goes wrong with the in case something went wrong with the recording, and I think that has like 7 masks, and we've gotten I think 17 or 18 masks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're actually at 19. So. 17. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway. That will be it for this recording bit. Well, at least for this cycle part. When we come back to this, debating whether or not I'm going to stream it later. What I might actually do, and this will kind of depend on how I want to do this, I might actually stream the next bit. That might seem... Yeah, actually that sounds like a bad idea. When I'm trying to look at it, because looking at the recording, this is an hour and a half that I've recorded. So, probably not the best idea. So... We'll see. If I do stream it today, which right now it's 1:04 a.m. So I may stream it later today, or I may not. I don't know. But I am going to actually have this recorded and uploaded before I make that decision. I don't know if I'm going to upload this hour and a half by itself or not. We'll see. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys when we come back to Majora's Mask. Later.